It's your favorite strength and conditioning coach, Matt Lamore, here with another quarantine workout. Today is Wednesday, the 1st of April, so no April Fools for me, but we are doing a hinge pattern workout, so you may be fooled afterwards. Today we're going to work on our hamstrings, glutes, lower back, also known as the posterior chain. So, unlike most movements where you're actually squatting and bending these more, we're going to keep the knees a little bit more stable today and focus on the hamstrings. 6 different movements, about 20 seconds on, 10 seconds in between each movement, with 1 minute rest after each circuit. And you'll do that 5 times. That'll take you about 30 minutes. It'll be a great workout. So the first thing you need is a heavier dumbbell, kettlebell, something with a handle. This can range from 20 to 200 pounds, really up to you. First thing we're doing is called a Suitcase Deadlift. So for this, you're going to line up with your feet right underneath your hips. You're going to hinge back and squat a tiny bit. Breathe in, lift, breathe out, switch hands, breathe in, put it down, reset. Breathe in, lift, switch hands. I should hear you breathe each time. And I'll do it from the side. Good. So you're going to do about 8 to 10 of those. Next is our power swing. So a power swing is a cousin to the kettlebell swing. You can do this with a ball, a plate, a dumbbell, or a kettlebell. To set up, feet a little bit wider than hip width, shoulder width apart. Kettlebell is going to be in front of you. Breathe in, pull the kettlebell into you, swing out, come back in, reset it. So making sure when you first pull it, you have your breath in, squeeze those abs, and then you're shooting the hips until you're vertical, don't lean back, and then bring the kettlebell down and back in. So again, you want to be as explosive as you can. The idea is we're separating each movement, giving you rest in between, so you can produce as much force as possible. So you're going to want to do between 6 and 10 of those. Our next movement is our Sumo RDL, or remaining deadlift. Sumo stance. So when you're wide, this is going to work more of the vastus lateralis, outsides of the quadriceps, as well as the groin for stability. The weight should be in between your arches of your feet, keeping the knees relatively stiff. Send the hips straight back, like you're bowing, so you can reach the weight. Breathe in, lift, only end of vertical, don't lean back. Breathe in again, breathe in, rest it in between each one. Good. So you want to make sure you keep tension at the bottom, especially when you're resting it, otherwise your lower back might round right there, and that's where you can get injured. So make sure you keep that tension in the abs the whole time. The next is going to be like a Sumo Squat type of deal. So for this, feet, however you squat. A lot of people squat narrower, a lot of people squat wider. As long as your heels are glued to the ground, it's A-okay. So you're going to hold the weight right at your belly button / hips. Breathe in, squat all the way down, so your elbows touch your legs, squat all the way up. Breathe in, breathe out. You want to keep your back a little bit more vertical to utilize your quads more, because when we start bending over, kind of like our RDLs, we use our posterior chain. You want to do about 8 to 10 of those as well to take you to the 20-second mark. Next, it's plyometric jump of the day. Vertical jump into a horizontal jump. So for the vertical jump, land on the toes, roll the heels. When you jump horizontally, land on the heels, roll to the toes, and almost go into a squat to absorb that impact for knee safety and health. The idea here is we're absorbing the energy from the vertical jump into the horizontal jump. So here, arms back, hips back, jump up, land, jump out into that squat. Here. Jump. Absorb that energy. Don't land with stiff, locked out legs. You'll do between 4 and 5 of these. Good. And our last thing, it's kind of part of a Turkish get up. I call it overhead hinge. Holding a medium weight, somewhere between 10 and 40 pounds. Feet shoulder width apart. Opposite hand that is not holding the ball is going to travel down your leg to your heel. You're going to keep the leg stiff, kind of like you're bowing to the side. So we're just hinging right here. It'll be 6 on each side. So from a side angle, you'll see I'm pushing my right hip back. So same hip to the same arm. Moves back. The knees don't really bend much at all. This is going to give us some mobility and oblique workout. If you have any questions, please send them to my DM. I'm also training through trainwithkickoff.com for monthly training and nutrition advice. I'm not a registered dietitian, so I can't plan out your meals, but I can give you macro advice as well. I also do one-on-one video training. If you have any questions, email me at lamore.matthew@gmail.com, or you can send me a DM through Instagram as well. Hope you have a great day. Peace.